All right, let's start with Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea, what's your article?
Oh, you can't call me that. Okay, so I feel like at this point, I'm not spoiling this show for anyone by saying we've all watched Pivot from Friends, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Pivot.
an iconic, Pivot! That's an iconic episode.
It
all right,
is.
so it happened in the real life. All these years later. I'm sure it's happened before
my
then, but
goodness.
not like this. So we're in the UK. This man has just purchased a new home in, I cannot pronounce that name, but he bought a nice couch. And if you know anything about British homes, they're very narrow. And a lot of them are townhomes. So
I knew
most of the
that.
time, oh, good. I'm proud of you. And so most of the time you have delivery people bring in your furniture for you because it's a pain to try to haul anything up to the second story. So he hires this company to bring in his fancy new couch. And he's like, listen, it's pretty narrow staircase. And they're like, we do this all the time, sir. And he's like, all right, I will leave it to the professionals. He comes home and his couch is lodged in the wall in his stairwell. They did not pivot.
No.
And they also just fled after they couldn't get it up there. But the best part of the story is actually that the guy calls the company and was like, hey, this is the situation. And they respond by saying, we didn't have anybody come out to your house today. And he said, I literally have
A
a
couch
couch
stuck-
in my wall and the faces of the 2 delivery drivers on my Ring doorbell.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
Nice.
So he said, my house is new and that
Not
was a new
anymore.
couch. So they are working out the repercussions of putting a couch in his wall.
Wow.
That's
So-
a bold stance by the company. You're like,
Yeah.
no, we didn't
No,
do
I
that.
said, no, there's no
That
way it
wasn't
was
us.
us. Must have been somebody else.
Well, did you look at the pictures and the damage?
And they didn't even leave
It's
a
rough.
note.
Yeah.
It wasn't like,
No.
dear sir, we will be back with some
A good old IOU.
Yeah.
Stick it on the
Sorry.
the couch.
WD-40.
Like,
oh, gosh.
Was never here.
But like, I'm looking
I
at these
didn't do
pictures
that.
and not just the wall, the hole in the wall, but like, you know how whenever you scrape something against the paint on the wall, it leaves a mark? There's marks all over the stairwell where that couch just traveled up and down everywhere and just marked everything up.
It looks like they brought it up and then it fell back down.
Yeah. And I think that's when they were like,
Forget
time
it.
to go.
It's time to flee.
And they had to exit like underneath the couch. They had to crawl underneath.
That's the best
Funny.
part is that they had to
Yes.
like slide down the stairs
Yes,
to
and
get
then
under
line
the
up.
couch and out the door.
That is awesome. That's awesome.
So I just keep up to date with the BBC to figure out what actually happens in the end.
Makes me want to go watch another episode of Friends.
Yep.